Greetings from the heart of Munich at Privacy Café. The topic we'll be discussing today is how to properly design the cookie banners on my website. More on this in today's vid. We discover them on nearly every website, the banners known as consent banners. When do I actually need them at all? To put it in simple terms, I require them whenever I want to make use of tracking tools that capture the personalized usage behavior of the visitors to my website. That signifies every time I necessitate the prior consent of website visitors in order to have the capability to place these tools accordingly. Consent must be given voluntarily. This implies that the user needs to have an appropriate choice, and it must be revocable at any time as per their discretion. And from this, it is possible to derive certain requirements for the design of consent banners based on the information obtained. By the way, the German data protection authorities have also published a quite comprehensive paper on this. Link below in the description. From this, several important aspects can be derived for design that complies with data protection requirements. Now, to begin with, I require a clear and unambiguous choice. That means I must be able to definitively say yes or no within the same banner on the same level of prominence and visibility. Yes, I give my consent, or no, I do not give it. Furthermore, I must also be able to revoke my consent at any time once given. That means, once I have made the choice, I must have the option to return to the page where I can also revoke the consent in a corresponding manner. Then another aspect. Additionally, I also need to have the ability to set the consent in a granular manner. This means that if I want to link various tracking tools simultaneously with one consent, the website visitor must have the option to granularly specify through a settings menu that they agree to this tracking tool and prefer to reject that one. And last but not least, the selection of language and design of color must be carefully chosen in a way that is not misleading or confusing to users. This indicates that it is crucial to utilize clear language for the content I write on the yes and no buttons. And I am not allowed to adjust the color of the no button in a way that would essentially guide the user to the yes button automatically, just because they can't find the no button, or blends in color-wise to the point of being practically imperceptible and virtually invisible. By the way, it is not necessary to list all of the tools that are required to operate the website in the initial consent agreement or any other related documentation. No consent is not needed, so they don't need to be explicitly mentioned in the consent banner. The majority of problems resolve themselves, leading to the conclusion. When designing the consent banner, make sure that the yes-no selection can be made on the same level and that you do not implement any misleading use of button labels, and also choose the color design in a way that a genuine choice is provided. Furthermore, the consent once given must be revocable at any time, and the user must be able to set granular preferences, choosing to say no to certain tools while agreeing to others in case they wish to implement multiple tracking tools. What else has happened in data protection? Due to pressure from a legal proceeding, Schufa has shortened its storage practices. Link in the description. Enjoy reading.